What's up, YouTube? It's your boy TransAm. Today we're gonna do a video of my boy J Rackz. He just got a new car. Been a while for him since he had a sports car. Last sports car that I know he had a C6 Corvette. It was pretty fast, it was moving pretty good. My boy a pretty good driver, I can say that about him. So we're gonna check out his new car and see, he gonna tell us about it, see what it is and how it do, and it's gonna be the basis for today's video. And also I'm gonna hit y'all with a couple updates on my car and with a new purchase that I made. So we're gonna kick it off with a little something like this.
What you got?
2019 5.0. Finna do dumb shit in the wet road. Yes, sir. What happened? You stalled out. What happened? They motherfucker trying to go straight. They motherfucker wasn't trying to go put no sprint out.
Big shift.
Yeah, some hill assisted shit game. I ain't got a computer shit.
Yeah, that's the new age stuff.
I'm not good for podcast, so.
Came with these exhaust already, right? Came with these exhaust already?
Stop.
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 Again, though.
You want me to scared? Huh? I'm scared. Just hit it. I don't got to do nothing.
No.
What's the last car you had? Tell me about the last car you had.
I had a vet, man. Nigga T-boned me in one of these motherfuckers.
So what made you go? You went from a vet to a 5.0, man. What made you do that? What made you do that?
Just bullshit. Doing something
You
different.
gonna go to the dog side?
Doing something
But
different,
you a
man.
TM guy. You had Camaro, TransAm, you done had all that. Now you gonna go to that.
I'll still get another vet.
Yeah, I had 2019
Still
Ford
getting
Mustang 5.0 GT
6 speed.
6-speed. You ain't gonna see too many of those.
Come
couldn't find.
I know he get it. I know he get tired of driving the stick because he drive trucks. So
My truck automatic.
Oh, okay.
My truck automatic.
They pacifying folks now.
Man, that's that company shit. For me, man, I got the stick because all the motherfucking 10 speeds, them bitches hiding the motherfucker. And I couldn't find none with the mileage on it. This is 2019. I got it at 6,800 miles for under 35,000. I got it for 29.
Still though, you gotta get some Euro lights. Like it's just 60. Just look pretty good on that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do too much because I'm probably gonna trade that bitch in August.
Yeah.
Probably gonna trade that bitch in August, so I ain't gonna do too much of that motherfucker. I'm gonna play with it for right now.
Too cool. What happened? You stalled out. What happened?
That motherfucker trying to go straight. That motherfucker wasn't trying to do no burn out.
Yeah. Now that they are, I ain't gonna take that away from it though. He's unfair.
Nigga, the CL1, I had his ass working last night.
He don't know how to drive though. He ain't just no driver though.
It don't matter.
All the bushings in it, I mean, they've been cooked. I ultimately think that's what caused part of the failure.
Right.
The front pump bushing, like I said, there was no lower. I call it's a dust shield or it's a bell housing shield that goes on the bottom half of the front of the bell housing. It's cast. It's a GM piece. We send that out with all of them because the case, the transmission's so heavy, it will flex the case and it causes misalignment with your torque converter where it goes into the pump. And over time, it will wear that bushing to the point where, like I said, the torque converter gets a little too loose in there. Like I said, take the pump out with it. Like I said, it goes downhill from there. But like I said, it did have the heat tab melted out of it. So one time or another, this thing's been pretty hot. Internally, it didn't look too bad as far as the clutches. The intermediate clutches were pretty worn. The big one we've seen, again, not saying you did this. It could have happened before you got it. But at some point in time, I think this thing's been accidentally slammed into park. It's physically broken the case, like where the park pawl attaches. I know, like I said, I had this thing apart. Like I said, there's basically a little arm in there. When you go into park, it drops a little lever in to hold the car in park.
Right.
It's physically broke the case there. And like I said, usually what causes that thing getting slammed in the park when it's still moving. Like I said, someone else has been into it at some point in time. The shim we stick in there to adjust the in-play was missing. Wasn't even in there. But like I said, that could have all been before you got your hands on it. But like I said, all in all, it was actually in pretty decent health. Like I said, the clutches were all there. I'd say when you said this thing quit moving, I would say it was due to that case flex and wearing out that pump bushing. Like I said, we could fix this thing. Like I said, not super crazy. I mean, the standard refresh tab. Like I said, got to do new case. A new, like I said, we have the lower shields for the 4L80s, and then like I said, there's a couple mods we can do, an overrun valve kit, and some modification we do the lockup. But like I said, parts, shipping, everything, refreshing the trans to get it back home to you, good as new. You're looking at $1,434.98. Also, and I imagine you probably already know, this thing had a trans brake in it.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. One other thing to note here. I'm not saying it's bad. You know, we stick an input down in the converter just to make sure everything fits good, make sure the splines aren't twisted out of it. It spun a little too easy for us, kind of throwed up a red flag. May not hurt to send this off and have it inspected. I'm by no means saying it's junk, but like I said, may not hurt to have them check this thing out. You've got it apart. I mean, most places, to at least have them open it and inspect it is usually about $100. Again, I can we do this a couple different ways. You can put it back in there and run it. Like I said, our professional recommendation is we should probably at least have this thing checked out, because I'd hate to see the converter go away and junk your rebuilt transmission.
Right.
Like I said, I would recommend at least sending it off. I believe it's a PTC converter. Like I said, we can send it to them. You can send it to them. It doesn't matter. But I would have them check that out and give it the thumbs up before you put everything back together.
Right. Okay. I can get with PTC. And
That's fine.
if I'll call the guy that built the car. He works there at PTC, so I'll call him and let him know that
That's
I
fine.
need to get it refreshed.
That's fine, but like I said, basically all I need, like I said, if you're good with this, like I said, I just need a thumbs up to sign off on it. I'm going to give it to the boys in the back, and they're going to go to town. Because as soon as I give this to them, they're going to jump back on it, and hopefully have this thing back together in the next day or two.
I'm good to go. That's all I'm waiting on.
I will sign off on it. Like I said, it actually looked pretty good. Like I said, it ended up being a level 6 build, which is cool stuff.
Right.
Like I said, we're going to do a couple updates to it, but like I said, it should be a really nice trans. I mean, this is as far as we can go with a 4L80. So, like I said, we are going to get the lower bell shield with it. You need to put that on the car. You may have to grind on a little bit to clear it, some pieces, but I strongly recommend running that. Like I said, the case will flex actually kind of a surprising amount. We've mocked some up and started measuring to see how far that case will move. Like I said, so really need to get that lower shield on there to hold everything in place. But like I said, we'll make this thing better than new and get her sent back out to you.
Okay,
Like once it's done, I'll give you a call back and we'll exchange. Like I said, I'll get payment info and stuff at that time. But I'm gonna sign off on this thing, give it to the boys in the back, tell them to get to work.
All right, thank you. What's ETA on them getting done with?
I would like to say, I know we got a short week next week, but like I said, I'm going to go back here and give this to them. I'd like to say we get this thing done before the holiday. Like I said, I don't see any reason why not unless they have any speed bumps on what they're working on right now. But like I said, it should be just a couple days, get this thing back together, get it out to you.
Okay, gotcha. That's cool with me.
All right, man. Like I said, appreciate it. Anything else, let me know, and then I will be in touch as soon as I get this thing buttoned up.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, man. Take care.
All right. So, yeah, I just got the phone call about my transmission. As y'all can see, some stuff was pretty jacked up in it, so getting it tightened up. Pretty good price. It's not too high for me. Got to get it done, so that's what it's going to be. So we'll be back pretty soon.